and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate during this time of year. I do hope that you have found some time to relax and take care of yourselves. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about my favorite cleansers from 2020. Now, I just did a video that was the best of 2020, where I chose my favorite products that I discovered in 2020 across all categories. For this video, I'm obviously concentrating on the category of cleansers, and I didn't necessarily discover these this year in 2020. I believe there are a couple in here that I did discover this year, but by and large, I have been using most of these products for years now. For this video, I have chosen favorites from 6 different categories. The first one being foaming cleanser, then non-emulsifying oil cleanser, then emulsifying oil cleanser, cream cleanser, balm cleanser, and then I have one cleanser that kind of defies a category, so I'll be mentioning that one at the very end. But let's go ahead and start talking about my favorite foaming cleanser, which will be no surprise to any of you. This is the Earthwise Beauty Marshmallow Face Cleanser. I have been using this one for years. I have gone through several bottles of this. In fact, this one is almost empty, so I will try to get a little bit out to show you on my hand what the texture looks like, but I'm not going to be able to pump it out onto my hand. This one is $64 for 100 mils, which is 3.3 ounces, or you can get a smaller size, a 15 mil size, which is half an ounce for $24. So this is kind of on the expensive side, but it is very concentrated. You only need 1 or 2 pumps to be able to clean your whole face, and the ingredients in here are truly exquisite. There is calendula in here, which is a skin healer, marshmallow, which is going to soothe and soften, chamomile, including German and Roman chamomile, which are both calming and anti-inflammatory. There's unrefined cold pressed pumpkin seed oil, which is good for acneic skin. Jojoba seed oil, blue tansy. There's a very small amount of 2 essential oils in here, which creates a really lovely soothing scent, and that is violet leaf and galbanum. So you can see that the texture is really smooth, really silky. I don't even have water on my hand, but you can see as I'm moving my fingers around that there is a little bit of lather being created. I love to reach for this product after a workout when I really feel like I need a very thorough cleansing and I just want that satisfaction of a foaming cleanser on my face. And while this does an excellent job of cleansing the skin, it does not give you that like squeaky clean feeling, but rather your skin just feels super smooth, really supple after using this. So this has been a long time favorite of mine. I also need to mention that my younger son absolutely loves this cleanser. So we do tend to go through it a little bit faster than I would like, but as I did mention, it's super concentrated. You only need a pump or 2 to really do a thorough job of cleansing your skin. Next up is my favorite non-emulsifying oil, and right now for this year it has been the Laurel Oil Cleanser in Deep Clarity. And I mentioned this in my previous video because I feel like it is just such a favorite from this year because it really brought me back to the love of that ritual of doing facial massage with a cleansing oil and then removing it with just a steamy, warm cloth that is just so relaxing. And it just really forces you to take that moment, take that time to just take care of yourself, do that facial massage. And I don't know, there's something about inhaling the beautiful oils from this product, the beautiful scent from this product that really just helps take things down a notch and just induce that relaxation state. The pricing on this one is also a little bit on the expensive side, $48 for 50 mils or 1.7 ounces. But just like the Earthwise Beauty, Laurel uses just such beautiful ingredients. Everything in here is 100% whole plant organic. This product in particular is great for normal to congested skin, and Laurel recommends using it either once or twice a week. I tend to use it about once or twice a week. That works really well for me. The ingredients in here were created to help pull debris to the surface of your skin and help eliminate puffiness, stagnation, and inflammation. The oils in here are sesame, safflower, and sunflower, and those are all freshly pressed oils. There's also turmeric in here, which is going to help even skin tone and decrease redness. Calendula, which as I mentioned is a skin healer. Tamanu, which has antibacterial properties. It's rich in fatty acids, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. There's also rosemary, which is going to be stimulating for circulation and lymphatic flow. Black cumin seed oil, which is one of my favorite oils. My skin loves black cumin seed oil, and this is very balancing to the microbiome because it helps neutralize harmful bacteria and it supports the anti-inflammatory pathways. There are a few essential oils in here. There's green mandarin, ylang ylang, and neroli. Even though there is ylang ylang and neroli in here, the scent is not overly floral at all. It is definitely more on the herbaceous side. So if you are looking for just an incredible cleansing oil that does not emulsify, that has beautiful ingredients, I can't recommend this highly enough. So as I mentioned, there are 6 categories in this video, and I am picking a favorite from each, but I do have a couple of honorable mentions, and this is my first one. This is Lustra from Infiore. I don't have this right now. I think it was in a recent empties. I hope to get it again in the future, but I love this oil. It is so beautiful. Again, it is a little bit expensive. It's $125 for 100 mils or 3.3 ounces. This oil contains grapeseed, jojoba, castor seed, avocado, and sunflower oils. There's also a beautiful scent of jasmine sambac in here. That's why I love it so much, and I find it super special and haven't found anything like it in terms of scent profile on the market. It also has frankincense, arnica, chamomile, cypress. So just overall, the scent is absolutely stunning. I love it, and I hope to get it back into my life very, very soon. Now, if you have frequented my channel, you know that I do love emulsifying oil cleansers, and my favorite continues to be the Live Botanical Nourishing Cleansing Oil. Now, this has a very competitive price point. It is $36 for 100 mils, plus if you use my code TRISH, TRISH, you will get 20% off. So I just think this is an incredible value for the amazing ingredients that are in here. And before we jump into the ingredients, I do want to let you know that 92% of these ingredients are regionally sourced. There's sunflower seed oil, hemp seed, pumpkin seed, meadow foam oil. There's green tea seed oil and jojoba wax. There's also lemon balm, lavender, chamomile, and rosemary. So beautiful, beautiful oils, beautiful herbal extracts. The scent really is driven by lemon balm. So if you like that bright citrusy scent, you would absolutely love this. And then it's interesting to note that the emulsifier in here is the second to the last ingredient. And that emulsifier is called Chromollient. It is an EcoCert emulsifier. So because it is far down on the list, you're not gonna get that feeling that it completely rinses clean off your face. You will feel a little bit of the oil on your skin, which I actually prefer, especially since my skin does lean on the dry side. So if you're not used to that feeling, it might take a little bit of getting used to. But if you are someone who really likes a cleansing oil, but you would like to have that feeling that it's really rinsing completely off, then I would recommend my honorable mention. And this is the Pi Lightwork Rosehip Fruit Extract Cleansing Oil. This is also a really good deal, $49 for 100 mils, or you can get the 28 mil size for $29. And I just love this beautiful color, and this has been a wonderful discovery for me for 2020. The ingredients in here are olive oil, sunflower oil, castor oil, rosehip fruit extract. There's squalane in here, but that is the last ingredient, so just a very small amount of squalane. The scent is jasmine, lime, orange, geranium, basil, rosemary. It just smells really, really beautiful. So whereas the Live Botanical is definitely all about the citrus, there are some more floral notes in here, which are really, really beautiful. And then there's a couple of ingredients I want to call your attention to. There's beta cytosterol in here, which is a fatty acid from vegetable origin. And then the emulsifier in here is polyglycerol 4-oleate. And it is the third ingredient. So unlike the Live Botanical one, where the emulsifier was second to last, the emulsifier in here is the third ingredient. Now that might be a pro or a con for those of you, depending upon what your needs are. Like I said, this one rinses off really cleanly. You don't get any sense of any oil residue on your skin. I mean, it doesn't leave your skin squeaky clean or anything. It's not drying, but you just don't have any residue on your skin at all. So if you do prefer your emulsifying oil cleanser to rinse off pretty much all the way clean, then I would recommend this Pi one. Now let's move on to my favorite cream cleanser. This is also not going to be any surprise to any of you. This is the Pa'akai by Hanaa. I absolutely love this cream cleanser. I reach for it so often. It is my favorite second cleanse. I also like to use it in the morning. I rarely wash my face in the morning. I usually just rinse it off with water, but when I do, I love to reach for this. And in fact, I have two of them. This one I purchased myself. I think I got this for Black Friday when they had their 20% off. And then Kapua, who is the creator and owner of Hanaa, she was so sweet and she sent me a lovely package, which I think I'll dive into in a future video for PR. But anyway, she sent along this 1 ounce size. So I have this by my sink and then I have this one in the shower. The pricing on this is $42 for 4 ounces, $24 for 2 ounces, and $16 for 1 ounce. So you do have a variety of sizes. If you know you love it, I highly recommend getting the 4 ounce size. But if you're just kind of curious, it's really nice that they do have that smaller 1 ounce size. And because this is a cream cleanser, it has a base of water and then safflower and sesame oils that are infused with rose, lavender, chamomile, calendula, comfrey, and rosehip seeds. There's also organic rose hydrosol, organic witch hazel, seaweed extract, hibiscus, pa'akai, which is Hawaiian salt, aloe vera gel, vegetable glycerin, and glycerin is a fantastic humectant. There's also organic lecithin, which is a skin conditioner and emulsifier, sorbitan olivate, which is an emulsifier, sodium anisate, which is derived from anise, and it's antifungal, and sodium levulinate. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that is antimicrobial. It's a preservative and a conditioning agent. So obviously, because there is water in this formula, you do want to have those preservatives. You don't want fungus or bacteria growing in your product, which water-based products are prone to. There's also organic Gromwell root CO2, which is traditionally used in Japan for skincare applications. It has really dark red roots, it's antioxidant and skin soothing. And now that I know a little bit more about the Gromwell root, I kind of wonder if that helps give this product its gorgeous pinky color. And then finally, we have sage and organic rosemary. And I just love reaching for this cream cleanser so much because first of all, the scent is beautiful. And then just look at that lovely color and texture. It is so creamy and the slip is just so soft and silky. And yeah, this scent is just such a beautiful light rose. It's not overwhelming at all. So if you're concerned that it might be overpowering on the rose scent, it is not at all. So I love everything about it. The scent, the color, the texture. Obviously it's a favorite from 2020. It has been a favorite for many years now and I highly recommend it. So now let's go ahead and talk about my favorite balm cleanser. This is the Daphna Recovery Cleanser. I did mention this in my previous video, the best of 2020. This was one of my favorite products that the Clean Beauty box had in store for us this past year. I tried to find a price on this, but unfortunately Daphna is out of stock and the Clean Beauty box is also out of stock. So I couldn't really find the US pricing, but I think it's about $50 and this is 2 ounces. I was able to communicate with Daphna, the creator and owner of Daphna Skincare, and she did let me know that this should be available in the beginning of the new year. As soon as that information is available, I will update the description box below. This is a very silky balm to milk cleanser. It has shea butter, olive oil, moringa oil, vegetable glycerin, soybean oil, sunflower oil. It also has caprylic capric triglyceride, which is derived from coconut oil and glycerides. There's also sucrose palmitate, which is an emulsifier, sage, calendula, lavender, squalane, bamboo extract, sweet orange, rosemary. This one also has that beta cytosterol. And there's also tocopherol, so vitamin E. There's also maltodextrin, which is a sugar, and that acts as a binder and a stabilizer. And then finally silica, which is a thickener. Now, as you can see, I am almost out of this, so I am very reluctant to take any of it out of here because I don't want to waste any of this product. I just love it so much. Let's talk a little bit about the texture. It is very thick and smooth, and as I mentioned in my previous video, it almost has a honey-like texture, like there's honey in it, but there's no honey in the ingredients. But that's the best thing I can liken it to in terms of the texture. It doesn't pull or drag on your skin at all, but it just has that like honey, soft smoothness to it. The scent is beautiful. I love the sweet orange smell, and I really like using this as like a shower flash mask. So I'll put it on my skin before I get into the shower and then rinse it off when I am done. And of course I love it because it's super effective, but overall just the whole process of massaging this onto my face and then the scent and the texture and everything about it is just really appealing and very relaxing for me. So this is just a huge, huge favorite from 2020. Obviously, it's made it onto this list. It made it onto my best of 2020, and I just can't wait for it to get back into stock. I will definitely pay full price for it. And then within this category, I do have an honorable mention, and that is for the Heart of Gold Sea Change Cleansing Balm. I don't have it with me. I have gone through 2 jars of that, I think, and I just finished it pretty recently, so I do need to restock on that. It is $44 for a 50 ml jar. You can actually get a 6 ml sample, and that is $6. And I think it's really great that Ali, the creator of Heart of Gold, does offer these sample sizes for obvious reasons. This cleanser is very nourishing and comforting. So the first ingredients in here are saw butter and shea butter, and these help reestablish your skin's protective barrier. There's also metafoam seed oil and moringa oil, and those are gonna help nourish your skin. There's also chromoleant in here. That is the EcoCert emulsifier that I mentioned that Botanical also uses in their oil cleanser that emulsifies. There's also EcoMulse, which is kind of a new emulsifier on the scene in the green beauty space. It is also an EcoCert emulsifier and is GMO free. There's castor oil in here, which is emollient and has humectant properties. And then there's a few beautiful essential oils in here: fennel, grapefruit peel, and Roman chamomile. All of these are good for stagnation and decreasing puffiness. I don't know what it is about the combination of these 3 essential oils. I think it's like the fennel and maybe the chamomile, but it always gives me that sense of sipping tea while something's baking in the kitchen. I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of banana bread a little bit, but the scent is super relaxing, really soothing for me, and I really, really love the texture of this balm. It is really nice for dry skin. If you lean a little bit oily, then I would point you in the direction of Ali's Dreamboat, but I do think overall that Sea Change is a lovely universal cleanser. So last but not least, this is the cleanser that defies a category. This is the Fivenia Bioadaptive Cleanser. I do have exciting news that this is on pre-order for the new packaging. I believe this is the 50 ml size, but is now going to come in a 100 ml size, which is going to be $68, and the pre-order is available for January 2nd. So the last time I spoke with the brand, I did know that there was some possible packaging updates that were going to be happening. So I don't know if it's just going to be the bioadaptive cleanser or if we're going to see new packaging across the board for all of their products. But I am so excited that, first of all, we're gonna have a bigger size of this because I love this and I would love to have twice as much product. But I also find that this pump dispenser doesn't work that great. A lot of times I do need to remove the cap and kind of fish out some product, which I really don't mind doing because I love the product so much. But it would be great if maybe the new design has a pump that works a little bit more effectively. But enough about the packaging. Let's talk about the brand and also the product itself. I will post up above here the video that I did that focused solely on Fivenia. I did a brand spotlight, I think a couple years ago, where I really dove in deep into the brand, which is founded on TCM, on traditional Chinese medicine. Both Irvina and Angela are TCM practitioners. I think that Angela has a master's in Chinese medicine and Irvina has a PhD, and she is specialized in dermatology. So the two of them are just such a great powerhouse for creating this beautiful brand. And this cleanser was created specifically for balancing and purifying. It's also going to preserve the skin's pH. The star ingredient in here, I would say, is the pearl powder, which is high in magnesium, amino acids, and minerals, and it helps gently exfoliate and regenerate the skin. There's also moringa in here, which has antiseptic properties and is clarifying. There's also wild chrysanthemum, which is a cooling medicinal flower, which is rich in antioxidants and helps alleviate oxidative stress. There's also baiju in here. Forgive me for my mispronunciation. I'm sure I did not say that correctly, but that is an invigorating root that is anti-inflammatory, anti-allergenic, and it's going to soften, tone, and strengthen your complexion. And those ingredients are the ones that Fivenia highlights on their website. I'm not going to read the entire ingredient list like I did for the other products because this list is really, really long, but it contains so many beautiful Chinese herbs in here, extracts that are made specifically, like I said, to help balance and purify the skin. If you're not familiar with Fivenia, definitely go check out my video where I go in depth about the brand. But just in a nutshell, Irvina and Angela create really beautiful products, like I said, rooted in TCM, which they have extensive background knowledge in and have studied for years. So I really love Fivenia. I love everything that they do, and I highly recommend checking them out if you haven't already. So that does it. That wraps up my favorite cleansers from 2020. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me here today. Happy New Year to all of you, and I do want to reiterate how much I appreciate all of your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.